everyone, welcome back to my channel. In today's video I'm going to be going over dupes for products that I found in my own personal collection. I decided to kind of move my set. I used to be across the room, but now let me know how you guys like this a little more with this dirty ass tabletop in the background that I haven't washed yet. But today we're just going to be going over some dupes. I have a bunch of products in this basket here that we are going to be going over today. I've just found these in my own collection and I wanted to share them with you guys. But there is a dupe in here. I have two products that are dupes for another product, but I don't own that product, so it's a little confusing, but we'll get to it. So the first product that I want to talk about is actually an eyeshadow, and it is the Anastasia Beverly Hills eyeshadow in orange soda. I haven't heard many people talk about this specific eyeshadow, but the one I'm about to show you that's a dupe is the one I've heard people talk about too much. Peach Smoothie from Makeup Geek. You literally probably can't even tell, but they're literally the exact same shade. I don't know, orange soda looks a little bit darker in the pan, but these are essentially the exact same color. They apply to your eyelids the same. They blend out pretty much the exact same. They're literally the exact same color in my opinion, and you can tell from the swatches that I've inserted. I just find that the Anastasia shadow is just a little bit more on the creamier side. Makeup Geek is still really good, especially for the price. It's like $5 or something online. Moving on to some more eyeshadows. I just wanted to bring this to your attention because I talk about this too much. I talk about this eyeshadow palette too much. And I literally don't even have to show you, and you know what it is. I found a dupe. Well, I didn't really find a dupe. I owned the dupe before I owned this. So basically I'm going to be duping the Modern Renaissance palette by Anastasia Beverly Hills. This is one of the best eyeshadow palettes in the entire world. So I love this palette so much, and I found one that I love equally as much as this. And it is a little bit cheaper. It's not really that cheap. If anything, they're kind of similar in price. There's probably a $15 difference. And a dupe for this palette would be the Lime Crime Venus palette. It's really not that much of a change. This is probably the little sister to the Modern Renaissance palette. This is a travel size version of the Modern Renaissance palette. A lot of the colors in this are pretty similar to the ones in this palette. If we were to compare colors, this shade right here, Muse, would take the place of Red Ochre. I just find that this shade, this red shade in this palette, is a lot more vibrant and kind of like a sickly red color, which is also really beautiful. This shade right here, Divine, although it does look kind of like a brown in the pan, it's very similar to Bon Fresco. This shade right here, they're both a purpley kind of muted brown color. It's really gorgeous, especially when it's used as a transition. Call me when you try it, it's so good. Realgar right here and Creation, although they do look pretty different, when applied to the eyes, they're pretty similar. And then Cypress Umber would obviously be Icon right here. And the only other, obviously, and then Aura right here, which is the really silvery champagne glittery color, would be Primavera. Vermeer. Although they are kind of off by a shade or two, literally you can achieve the same look with this palette that you can with this. I'm actually considering doing a video using both and you guys kind of deciding which is which. But overall, these palettes are very similar in quality and I really love them, and definitely try them out because you will love them both. I'm getting really tired. I don't know why. I was at work and I was falling asleep behind the register. I was like... Now, here's another dupe that is kind of you can buy it at Sephora, but you can also buy the same product at Sephora. It's not a faraway dupe, if that makes any sense. It's not a huge price jump between each product. That's basically what I mean. So I'm going to be duping the Benefit They're Real for you guys. This is a highly coveted mascara. It literally was my favorite mascara of all time in grade 11 and grade 10 and 11. It was my shit. I would not leave the house without wearing this. It was so amazing. But I I realized I did not like spending $32 on this shit. Like, it's nice and everything, but in my opinion, this shit dries out real quick. Like, I had two of these, and I went through them really quickly, like maybe like 6 months. And I know for this mascara specifically, never mind. I was gonna say for this mascara specifically, you can have it for a year, but it's 6 months. And that's what's shitty about it. It's true to its expiration date, which I fucking hate because I'm disgusting and I use them way past. And this mascara right here is the dupe for the They're Real by Benefit. It is the Sephora Full Action Mascara. You cannot see the writing on here because it's so fucking old, but literally they perform the exact same. And I believe this is $10 cheaper, but it is just as good. They both have a really wet formula, which is something that you may hate or you may like. In this specific sense, it's really good because you can kind of like maneuver the lashes to get them the way you want. And this is gonna sound so gross. I've had this mascara since 2012 and it's still wet. It's still in good condition, even though it's so disgusting and it's past its 6-month expiration date. Obviously, it's still really good. Like, do you hear this? I don't know where I should do it. Like, it's still wet. But they are really the exact same mascara. So if you want to try They're Real by Benefit without spending like $32 Canadian, get this for $20 and you're good to go. This next dupe is literally like full of like not full of shit, but you've heard it everywhere. Like every beauty vlogger, every beauty YouTuber has talked about this. It is the Velvet Teddy from MAC and Wet n Wild Baradol. What do I need to say? These are the exact same fucking lipstick. This one is MAC right here, and then this one is Wet n Wild. They're both really good lipsticks. The only difference that I see between the two is that the Wet n Wild one is a little bit more on like the drier side. You need to warm it up on the back of your hand in order for it to be properly malleable, if that makes any sense. In order to glide around without tugging on your lips, you need to warm it up. But with the MAC one, I feel that it literally like just glides on so nicely. It was my first ever MAC lipstick and it's my favorite. It just fits me so well. I'm a big fan. Again, with the lip color, we are moving on to the lip glosses. The NARS Turkish Delight lip gloss has been a cult favorite. Again, people just love it. It's so nice. It's ultra flattering on everyone. And I have two products that are very similar for you guys. So the first one is the Essence XXL Shine lip gloss in the shade Nude Candy. This was like my go-to lip gloss in fall because it is such a gorgeous color. It's super natural on the lips and kind of gives your teeth like a whitening effect, especially if you got like smokeless teeth. This is really good for making you look gorgeous. And then another, like, I guess you could say a dupe for that, like this lip gloss would be the Revlon lip gloss in Sky Pink. I know a lot of people talk about this one too, saying how it's so amazing, and these ones I find are pretty similar. They both have like that really nude gloss, kind of like teeth whitening effect. It's like a milky pink color, if that kind of makes any sense. The only difference is that they do have different hues of pink when you do apply them, but it's like they look similar on the lips, if that makes any sense. So they look different swatch, but when applied to the lips, they look insanely similar. For primer, this one is literally like a no-brainer. Everyone should know this already, but a dupe for the Professional is the NYX Pore Filler. The only difference in the products is that the NYX Pore Filler has more of a crunchy, aerated, kind of whipped texture. That's fucking gross. I personally don't like the texture of this. I don't like it at all. But this one is more of like a smooth, cream-like consistency. It's very much a more luxurious version of this, but they do work the exact same. You can also get a dupe for this, like the baby skin from Maybelline. Now this dupe I was really excited to share with you, and honestly this is probably the product dupe that started this video. I was like, holy shit, these products look similar. Holy shit, maybe I should look through my collection and see if any other colors are similar. So if you don't support Sephora, if you don't shop at Sephora, if you don't have a VIB card or like anything like that, you probably will never receive this. This is the Tarte Party Amazonian Clay 12-Hour Blush. You get this as the birthday gift for 2017. It is a really nice, kind of like peachy pink nude color. It's a stunning blush. Do not get me wrong. I'm actually wearing it today. You like probably can't tell. It's very natural, which I really like. I saw this in my collection. I was like, oh my god, they're so similar. It's the e.l.f. blush in Twinkle Pink. You can see that there is a difference between the two. This one looks a little bit more muted and this one is a little bit more peachy, but I can literally assure you that they are the same fucking blush. They are so beautiful and they look so natural on the skin. Obviously they do swatch a little bit differently, but when applied to the skin they look they look the same. As you can tell, I have this here and this here. Bitch, where? Now for lip liner again. I know a lot of people have kind of a vice with the Estee Edit. A lot of people don't like their products, myself included. I'm not a huge fan, but I did receive this lip liner. It's called In the Buff, and it's actually a really nice lip liner. And it actually looks like ColourPop, which, by the way, I have a ColourPop order coming, so be ready for that haul. I think it's going to be coming in the next 2 days, so it may be up like by the end of the week or something. I'll let y'all know. But anyways, the Estee Edit has these lip liners. They're called the Barest Contour Lip Liners. They look like ColourPop. This one's called In the Buff, and it's a really, really gorgeous nude. It can pair with any lip you want, and it will obviously keep your liner lips in place. It's really nice, and it's super natural and whatever. And a dupe... I'm a bitch. And a dupe for that is the Essence Lip Liner in Satin Mauve. This one is a little bit more rosy toned, but it is still the exact same color. I know kind of duping a lip liner is pretty stupid, but like for the price, I have to mention it. Like, bitch. I think the price is absolutely amazing, especially for this one. It does perform really well. I would show you guys right now, but my lip liner is like down to the nub and I don't have a sharpener because I'm a fucking loser. And also another downside of why you may not want to purchase this one and go with that lip liner is that when you screw it up, like you extend it up, it does not retract. So if I was to turn it up like a lot, I better use all that product or it's not coming back down. So that's what sucks about this. And it's not just me that happened to. You can go on Sephora, you can go on Influencer or anything, and people will say that it does not retract, and that is what fucking sucks. Then the last dupe for this video is not a huge price jump. It is the kind of like a brush dupe, really boring. It is a dupe for the Morphe M502. This is basically just a huge fluffy blending brush. This is kind of like the blending brush that everyone strives to have when they're into makeup. This brush is absolutely amazing, and you can get the exact same one from Wet n Wild for cheaper. Now, I personally bought mine at the dollar store for about like $2.50 or something, and I bought this one for like $5. Again, it's not a huge jump, but like, it's called being bougie on a budget, bitch. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and if you did, please make sure to give this video a huge thumbs up. If you guys liked me and you want to see more content from me, please make sure to subscribe to my channel. It would definitely mean the absolute world to me. And if you guys like me that much, which is kind of a stretch, press the bell button down below and you'll be notified whenever I post a video, which at this point is probably a good idea because I'm pretty unpredictable. Yeah. So I hope you guys enjoyed, and I will see you guys in my next video.